3. Okay, welcome everyone to the last Tuesday Texting Torah Challenge of the year, which is pretty amazing that we're saying that. What the question was, I wanted to get like a spring question. I tried to find a good question about chametz. I didn't like anything I was happy about. So I used this question instead, that there's a tree that's in a backyard, and it's owned by a number of different people who live in the chatzer, the courtyard, let's say an apartment building, and this tree is very large and it is encroaching on the neighbor. That was scenario A. And the question is, who pays for the pruning of that tree? So it appears, the Mishnah says that depends. If the tree comes first, and you're moving into a building where you know there's a tree next to you, and it's being ma'afel, it's darkening your view, and you knew that going in, and the tree's darkening your view, too bad. You should have moved there. You knew the tree was there. Trees grow, and they get very large. What about the tree is actually damaging your property, right? If it's actually damaging your property. So there, it's not so simple that the guy's obligated to just, it's my tree, I'm obligated to prune it. Right? It's going into your window, right? It's going into your bricks, whatever the case may be. So if you don't like it, fix it, right? Am I obligated to have control over my tree? It's not so simple if my tree was there first, right? And that's the, Rabbi Yossi says, the Elon lo yikots. He doesn't need to cut down, I guess. Why? Because he says the tree was there first. That's what Rabbi Yossi says, and we hold like Rabbi Yossi. Not so simple. It's actually quite complicated who exactly is responsible for the tree, although the general prevailing thing is if your tree is really damaging someone's house, you really should trim it down. Who pays for it? So that would be the responsibility of everybody. I guess if it's an apartment building, there's like a communal pot of money that they have to fix large projects like a roof or like a boiler. So that would have to go towards your tree if it's destroying Reshut Rabim. If it's, let's say, placing disgusting fruits there, or like trees, like damaging if trees are falling into the rabbi, so the everybody would have to be responsible to fix it. If you don't have like an organized system, so I think what you'd have to do is that every individual would be obligated to do it. If you spent $1,000 fixing it, your tree, so then you could actually go to everybody in your building and say, pay up, give me some money in order to compensate my expenses. So I think that's the. So it's very interesting. When it comes to just if your tree is casting too much shade over your neighbor and they don't want that shade and they want it pruned on their side of the fence, they have to pay for it themselves. If that tree is damaging, so if it's, and it's like way out of control. So again, the question is what considered way, let's say the tree's out of control, and the owner of the tree would be responsible for pruning it down. It's not ruining the neighbor. But if it's like a standard thing, that's the way trees grows, and you knew that going into it, then you have to be concerned, and you should realize that on your own, and maybe then you have to be able to pay for it yourself. Okay, now those are the end of the Torah Texting Tuesday Challenge. We should be zochet to have to grow strong trees that have strong roots, and whose fruit, is being used by to feed many people, and we should have a warm, enjoyable summer, and God willing, we'll find ourselves in Yerushalayim very soon. Have a terrific Tuesday, everybody.